Whitehorse, known for its beautiful wilderness and abundant outdoor experiences, is the capital of the Yukon Territory and the largest city in northern Canada. It is also one of the top spots on the planet to view the northern lights. However, despite its charm, its popularity is often overshadowed by its neighbor, Alaska. So, let's cut the crap and dive into the geography, history, and must-visit places in Whitehorse. If you're planning a trip, you won't want to miss this. Whitehorse is located at kilometer 1425, historic mile 918 of the Alaska Highway. The city sits on the Yukon River and is framed by 3 nearby mountains. According to Guinness World Records, Whitehorse has the least air pollution of any city in the world. Whitehorse thrived during the Klondike Gold Rush of the 1890s. Although its prosperity was short-lived, its legacy remains a key reason to visit the region today. To get a deeper understanding of its history and the stories of the Gold Rush figures, the McBride Museum in downtown is the right place to go. On Main Street, you also find a bust of Jack London, whose time in the Yukon during the Gold Rush inspired his famous novel, The Call of the Wild. The prosperity of Yukon's Gold Rush era was driven by the river you see in front of you now, the mighty Yukon River, which is known for the famous Mother River of the territory. Right along the river, you'll find the SS Klondike National Historic Site. Here, you can see one of Canada's few remaining well-preserved stern wheelers, which once carried freight and passengers during the Gold Rush days. Six miles upstream from Whitehorse on the Yukon River lies Miles Canyon, a dramatic slash in the earth where green water swirls past the multicolored cliffs of volcanic rock. You can reach the canyon and the suspension footbridge by taking a side road of the Alaska Highway at kilometer 1467, aka mile 912. The best way to experience Miles Canyon is through flight scene tours over its rugged landscape, or boat trips up the Yukon River, navigating between the towering canyon walls. Whitehorse derives its name exactly from the Whitehorse Rapids, which once surged through this canyon, resembling the mane of a white horse before the river was dammed. Driving along the Klondike Highway, our next stop is the smallest desert in the world, the Carcross Desert, located just 70 kilometers from Whitehorse. Surprisingly, it covers an area of only 2.6 square kilometers. You can try sandboarding on its dunes during the warmer months. In winter, it transforms into a great spot for cross-country skiing and snowboarding. Driving out of the Carcross Desert, if you want your Instagram to be flooded with likes, you definitely shouldn't miss the Carcross Town. Originally a fishing and hunting camp for the inland Tlingit and Tagish people, this area has a rich history dating back to 4,500 years ago. By the late 19th century, it turned into a stopping spot for gold prospectors whose dream either began or shattered here. Unfortunately, today it's nearly a ghost town, featuring the oldest continually running grocery store in Yukon, a railway station, and indigenous architecture with unique paintings. Many visitors come here primarily for a fascinating attraction. On one of the town's tiny houses, you'll find miniature models of nearly every building in the town. Comparing these adorable miniatures with the actual buildings scattered throughout the town, turning their visit into a scavenger hunt to match the real-life structures with their pint-sized counterparts. When it comes to outdoor adventures, there's no better destination than Kluane National Park and Reserve. This spectacular Canadian landscape is a protected sanctuary boasting the world's largest non-polar ice fields, boreal forests, sparkling lakes, iconic northern wildlife, and South Saskatchewan cultural heritage. It's also home to 17 of Canada's 20 tallest mountains, including Mount Logan, the country's highest peak. Whether you're up for flight scene tours, biking through captivating trails, paddling across Castling Lake, or rafting down a Canadian heritage river, Kluane offers endless thrills for true adventurers. Fishing enthusiasts will also find lots of joy in the park's pristine waters. If you're thinking of hitting the sack early or hanging out at a boring Whitehorse, you'll definitely be missing out. The real magic happens when you leave the town and escape the city lights. In the darkness, prepare to be mesmerized by the breathtaking beauty and vibrant colors of the Northern Lights. For the ultimate experience, consider booking a guided overall tour. These tours offer everything from cozy cabins and teepees to lodges to thrilling dog sledding excursions. People come and go, bustling in and out of the city. Even after the prosperity faded and its former glory dimmed, Whitehorse remained steadfast and unchanged. If you take a moment to look back, there she is, still waiting for you with a gentle and calm embrace.